Bawib Grana Weep Ninibong, I'm Engineer Hoist, and today we're going to be going through my collection tour, going through my collection, giving you guys a little tour of what's behind the scenes. You're used to seeing this general view behind me because I've intentionally set it up to be kind of like looking nice, but the fun thing about videos is you only got to make sure what's in this little box look pretty. The rest of your house could be a complete disaster, and to be honest, mine kind of is, or it's better than it was, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a peek into what the rest of my Transformers collection looks like and talk about what I've been doing the last couple of weeks about trying to clean this up and get it better, and then also things about plans for the future. So let's get started by, I think I can flip this camera around so you can see what I am seeing. Okay, so there we go, and that's my computer. It's on the screensaver right now. I've actually kind of got a dual computer set up, and that's my stream desk. I've actually cleaned this off quite a bit. So I've got a few figures that I like, they're new that I kind of like there. A little stream deck that helps run the stream, some headphones, and there's Spinister. Used to be a lot more stuff on this desk here, but I've cleaned it up quite a bit. And then I've got a nice little Transformers pillow there behind me. There's a little Omega Supreme there. Got a lot of bookshelves that actually have books on them. And here's the real disaster area. It's all boxes. And I see New Masters asking about Gundam. I actually have a few Gundam right here. I bought these kits about 2 years ago, intending to build them and try to start getting into it. And so far, I've only built one of them. I also have a bunch of Flame Toys Transformers kits that I haven't quite built yet, and so there's some of the other figures that you've seen in the back there that haven't quite made it anywhere yet. I got a few more things down there. There's that Voltron Lego that I want to clean up some space for. Still got a few things left from TFCon I haven't quite got out of the box yet. There's the TFCon boxes, and you can see I've got Deathsaurus and Starsaber there from Planet X just kind of sitting there, not anywhere where they're even supposed to be. So I'm still working on things. I got some Creo things I'll probably be taking apart and putting in the boxes, and I got boxes of Transformers all buried under this desk. More boxes. Creo. I've got Construct Bots over there. I'll be I just tore down all the Construct Bots. I'm probably going to be getting rid of the Construct Bots. Undecided about the Creo. I might actually be getting rid of the Creo as well. Not sure, because they're kind of Legos and Transformers at the same time, and I do like Legos and I do like Transformers, so it kind of works well. But they are taking up space, and if they're just going to sit in boxes, I might get rid of them. So you can see we're moving into another room. This is where most of my collection actually is. WW is saying suggest a glass vertical cabinet. Oh yeah, like the Detolfs. I've seen that, but oh yeah, I would need probably about 50 50 of those. Oh, I've got a light for on board to help with this. Okay, so here's most of my work that I've done. I've got a lot of these boxes, and some of these things, like these two boxes here, are full of instructions. I had a bunch of instructions that were in a box that had been, it was a shipping box from like 2013. That's how long I've been just throwing instructions in boxes. So this is what a couple of the shelves that I've had, which have actually been pretty nice, and they haven't really been they've been set up and haven't really been destroyed or anything and gotten out of control. These are my Transformers Prime figures. So this is pretty much the entire cast that I have, at least one version of them. And then there's like the beasts from the Beast Hunters, and this is like the top shelf there. That's the Unicron before we get the really good Unicron, plus also a bunch of just I kind of call it my garish color shelf, or hideously beautiful shelf there. And I did get it. That's not an original G1 Piranacon. It's a reissue they put out at Big Bad Toy Store. But I'm kind of glad I got it, considering that we're getting the C-Cons coming soon. And I've redone this shelf a little bit. Like, I got some Collectors Club stuff up there. These guys, that Starscream doesn't deserve to be out, but I just haven't got him put away yet. There's some of the Legends class stuff and a few more things. This shelf this one is definitely hasn't been touched. It's got a bunch of G1 and movie figures there, just kind of going crazy. Big D, what's going on, my friend? There's my Junkion shelf. I do like that one probably won't change much. This is kind of just a random shelf. Got a few Studio Series figures that are too big to go anywhere, and that Planet X Ironhide and Ratchet. Not as good of a figures as I would have liked them to be, but they're okay. And there's my Planet X Dinobots. I love that shelf. I've got Slash sitting down there. Movie Masterpiece down here, including a couple of third-party variations and some other stuff, and kind of a bunch of junk here. I've actually wouldn't have been able to get anywhere close to that before I got started, because this room was almost not able to move. I got a stack of bots I need to open. That's an extra Titans Return Trypticon there. That's there's that one Gundam that I put together, one of the little SD Gundams there, and G1 Predaking. It's another reissue there. WW finally pulled a 2-star Blot and a 3-star Reflector. Cool. Reflector's really good, and Blot is good too. I love Blot and Rook. Let's see. Silent Flame is saying, if you had an empty room, say to build all the Creos and construct bots and put anything and sit them there. Yeah, that's the problem, is I don't have empty rooms or extra rooms. As it was, I had no horizontal space to put anything until I started this. So here's my desk. This used to be completely full of figures. As you can see, I still have boxes of things that I've yet to open. But mostly it's got Iron Factory stuff here on there, plus a few things here out front that I need to put away. Got a couple of different, that's the official Masterpiece Grappling Inferno and Make Toys Wrestle there. Silent Flame asking about a Trypticon giveaway. Actually, that is kind of why I got it. Just not sure how how to run that. I've also got an Overlord and a 6-shot there, and quite a few extra figures too, that maybe customs, maybe giveaways. Then I got a couple of shelves here. These are jam-packed and need to be reworked. We got Wreckers up on the top shelf there, and this is kind of like the Lost Light section. Perfect Effect, Warden for the Fort Max back there, fantastic figure. My Hoist figure there is going to get replaced there. MMC Overlord, oh yeah, Carnifex, he's down here. If you guys follow Patriot Prime, he wasn't a big fan of that, and I get it because he's more of a G1 guy, but man, I love the IDW, so I love that Carnifex. But he was a little bit too big to fit up on the rest of my Lost Light shelf over here. Got combiners up here. I do like the Toy World Throttlebot combiner there, and there's a Make Toys Quantron, which is like Computron. And why is Ultra Magnus not with the Wreckers? Well, this Ultra Magnus here, that's the Lost Light version of the Ultra Magnus, and I have the Prime Ultra Magnus with the Wreckers up there. So he is up there, and of course we got Miko there because Miko is of course a Wrecker. The old school Skyfire? No, I don't have any old school Skyfire. Oh, you mean this one? That's the original generation Skyfire. I do have that. So there's a Victorion, Superion, and a few MMC figures, which I don't have a place for, so I just kind of put them up there. There's Tarn and all that, and there's the Decepticon combiners. That's a Make Toys Green Giant Devastator there. And then this is pretty much my masterpiece shelf. I've got the X-Transbot Stunticons there, Soundwave and all of his tapes. Red Alert got your third Jetfire. Wow. Let's see. But yeah, that's a Make Toys Despotron in the back. I got him, and he was actually shipping to me as they announced MP36 over here. And I actually just got him up on the shelf, and I just haven't had a chance to take him down yet. And there's Starscream. We got a Skywarp kind of hiding back there. I do need to, like I said, I need to rearrange all of this stuff. So there's a bunch of stuff. MMC, the Oculamax Springer, and RC Azalea are pretty new to the shelf. I only got the G2B, the gold bug, if you will, only because he was on sale and I needed a few extra bucks to get free shipping. I'll probably be replacing this hoist with the X-Transbots one. I'll be taking these two guys down to be replaced by the official ones. I don't need two Sunstreakers, so Bad Cube Sun Surge, I'll have to find a place for him. I got MP47 Hound coming. I don't know what I'm going to do with him because that's Make Toys Gundog and he is fantastic. I love that figure. So I don't have any idea what I'm going to do. I got a couple of Huffers back there. One of them's got to go. I'm going to be replacing this guy. That's Bad Cube War Dog Masterpiece Warpath. I'm going to be replacing him with the Fans Toys one because that looks fantastic. This guy's great too, but that Fans Toys one's looks great. Red Alert, you're calling Sun Surge? I'll hook you up, my friend. I'll hook you up. So yeah, we'll get a closer look down here. Metroplex. As soon as I got these kind of PDA things from Combiner Wars, I gave Metroplex like he's using a phone, and he's been doing that ever since. Fort Max is actually out in the other room doing the same thing. So I just thought it's hilarious, and it's like the perfect size. You know, everybody's just sitting there, got the phone, and they're playing on the phone, and so it's a perfect size. So there's the Cybertron Primus. Red Alert found that for me at the comic shop. Thank you again so much for that, because that I do enjoy it. I haven't done a whole lot with it, and other than admire him sitting over there. I'm not sure what to do with this Omega Supreme since we got that other Omega Supreme now. And of course, Combiner Wars Devastator. I've actually had to. He's too close to the wall. I got to have his hook kind of showing up there. But yeah, I haven't really pointed out this guy much in any media. But that's what is it? Fans Project. That's a version of Monstructor. It's their Lost Exo realm. They call it Beastructor. Not the greatest combiner in the world, but there's not many Monstructor options out there, and so that's really cool. And there's that G2 Grimlock. He's hiding my whole Seeker army. Let's see if we can move that around. So there's my Iron Factory Seekers. And I saw they just put out a whole bunch more with a whole bunch of different decos. And, you know, I think I'm done with Iron Factory Seekers. I mean, guys, enough's enough. And that's a Reaper labeled up Rewind to be like the Mountain Dew bot. I actually recorded a video for that, but the audio didn't work. So it's just a whole bunch of nothing, or a whole bunch of action going on with no audio. So I might overdub that a little bit, but you know, who knows. Silent Flame's asking, what if I had a mini Optimus for Metroplex to go on his shoulder or hand or something? Well, I've actually got Scavenger up there. I actually had a little Windblade up here. I've actually got her right here. It's not the most stable thing up there. She fell over a couple times, but I did have her up there for a little bit. Because, you know, Windblade is the city speaker. I got a bunch of reissue G1, and I want to clear the space out because I did intend to also record putting some stickers on Brunt. I got a whole bunch of Reaper labels I need to put on. Like I said, this is why I'm clearing all this stuff out. Bunch of randoms over here. Got a lot of the Siege Seekers. I've got the Rainmakers I still need to get out of the package. I love these Toy World figures that they're doing. The New Age Megatron, absolutely fantastic figure. If you can find yourself a New Age Megatron, get it. Transformation is fun. Got a lot of Collector Club stuff down here. There's a bunch of the Creo stuff. I still need to clean it up a little bit. And then, you know, in my closet I got a bunch of stuff. I got a whole bunch of duplicate figures there, some for customs and some for not, and a bunch of other random office stuff. In the floor, I could not reach the stuff in that closet for the longest time, just because I had so much junk in the front of it. So this was the room where I have most of my figures, but I do have a few other little pockets of things. So we'll come back out here. This is a much darker room because these lights behind me, they actually don't work. I need to fix them. So we'll actually take a switch here because Alpha Prime was noting that I have, you know, Legos, and I do like the space shuttle stuff. So these are like the nano blocks. They're pretty cool. That's a Lego space shuttle. This actually is one of the GoBots. This is a transformer. Well, it's more of a GoBot. It's Shuttle Robo from the Machine Robo. But I'm a sucker for space shuttle stuff. And I like the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff too. So if you want a little more about all of that, and somehow my chat disappeared. There it is. So I got some Pirates of the Caribbean Lego stuff, and then alternator shelf. And if you notice dust, yeah, I still need a dust. I'm still working, guys. so there's like my alternators there. I got a few more in a box. This is a kind of just a random shelf or whatever. I love this figure over here. It was done kind of like the Power Core Combiner stuff. I think this was Make Toys as well. Chaos Paladin, I think it was called. But it's supposed to be like the Fallen from, what is it, the Dreamwave comics or something? So definitely, how much for the house and everything in it? Not for sale, dude. Do I collect Beast Wars figures? Well, it's interesting that you should ask that right here because we just got to the Beast Wars shelf. Most of these are the Masterpiece. Obviously, we got Megatron, Optimus Primal, Cheetor, and Dinobot. Black Arachnia is on her way, so she'll be added here shortly. But since we don't have a Masterpiece, Rat Trap, or Rhinox, or Waspinator, I figured I'd go ahead and throw those guys up here as well. And here's a shelf to show off kind of like the ladies of the Transformers. Got RC in here a few different times. Of course, she's laying down on the job there. Chromia's on here. This is Solus Prime. They called her Salvia Promenon, I believe, from Mastermind Creations. But it's basically Solus Prime. We got Nightbird. This is the Nightbird that the game version is based off of. Strong Arm, I love Strong Arm from the Robots Into the Skies comics. And there's Slipstream back there. That's also the one that the game version is based off of. And we also have a Black Arachnia, which came out from Takara a few years ago. A few more Creo things kind of just shoved over here on a shelf. This Grimlock is actually pretty great. I might keep him out. Got a shark shelf over here. Got some Hasbro and third-party Sharkticons, plus some Alicons. Those are like, I think they call them Mugger. It's actually pretty good, plus a Skybite over there. This is the Bug shelf. It's got Insecticons, including some of the deluxe Insecticons, and Planet X versions of the Insecticons over here. And we got some big guys, which I have no place for except on the table right now. There's all those Flame Toys model kits and some trading card games, which I don't know why I even got that because I'm not going to play it. And the last spot with Transformers is kind of over here in the corner. This is a lot of the movie stuff, including Last Night and Age of Extinction things. And there's another Space Shuttle Lego set. And a few other random things there. And me unlighted again. And that's pretty much it for the collection tour over here at my house. Most of my figures right now actually are kind of in boxes. And more of them will probably end up in boxes over time as I sort this out and make more sense of it. Because like I said, I am working towards getting everything set up so we have more room to not just talk like we are right here, but also some place to work and do reviews and things like that. But that involves making sense of my current mess. Yeah, like the Prime and B Famples in the other room. Yeah, you know, I don't even remember where I got those, but I did get those. I don't know if they were a gift or if I found them somewhere. But had to put them on there, and I can always remember which one's which because B is for the fan because he's cool, and Optimus Prime is the light because he's like the shining light of freedom. Or that's kind of the thought process in my head, and I can always remember which one is which because of that. However cheesy that is, it works for me. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you guys for stopping by. So we're going to keep it short. My hand is actually starting to hurt because I'm not used to holding up the phone with all of the other apparatus there. But really, I do appreciate everybody stopping by, even kind of impromptu, like you just saw the notification and you showed up, and it was great. But I know a lot of you guys have been asking for this, so here it is. This is kind of where we are right now, and we're going to get better as time goes on, and I'll keep you up to date on the progress. I started posting a couple of things over on my Instagram, so go check out Engineer Hoist on Instagram. I plan to actually keep doing some like progress pictures and things over there. So that's kind of what I'm going to be using my Instagram for. It does also cross post to Twitter, so if you follow me on Twitter, again, Engineer Hoist over on Twitter, you should also be able to follow out. I think that's going to actually do it. Silent Flame, nice being here. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I look forward to actually being able to share it with you guys. And with that, that's going to do it. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends. We'll see you next time.